Carry on, stop. 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 Carry on, stop.
So I know that's right. 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 I know that's right.
Welcome to the Unfiltered Doll Baby, where we do what? A little bit of cussing around here, so your parental advisory has been advised. Also, baby, listen. This is the court of public opinion, and nobody asked me to tell you a goddamn thing about these people's business. So don't take it personal, baby, because we're not talking about you, but we are talking about the people on the screen. Now let's get into this mess. Disclaimer. Hopefully you all can hear me. Someone please confirm the audio. The early bird. I don't know what the early bird gets, but here we are. All right. This is a disclaimer. Views equal personal opinions only. This content is for entertainment purposes. Listen. Hey, this is not entertainment. Let me delete that. Let me cut that out. Let me edit that. This content is for me to talk about what's on my mind, and you could talk about what's on your mind in the chat. And this is real life. Listener notice: the views and opinions shared in this live stream reflect personal experiences and perspectives, good and bad opinions you may agree or disagree with. My guest opinions are their own, and my guests are my dolls and guys in the chat. And that may include their freedom to express and their freedom of speech. I just ask that you all respect one another. Thank you. All right. So let me come over here in the chat and speak to the people real quick, and we're going to get directly into it. Miss Buckeye 99, Nesto's Handy Girl, China from the Bushes, Tam Sassy Experience, Tanya B here. Only Me 23. Hello. Welcome on in, you guys. If you are catching a replay and you're wondering, oh, doll, I can't see the live chat replay. Baby, I don't know what to tell you, but if you look on the screen, we do have the comments on the screen. Zoom in a little bit or put your phone in widescreen. If you want to see what the people are saying in the chat, I will be doing a toggle situation back and forth throughout this live. So therefore, I'm not paying attention to the chat, let alone I don't have the free hands to highlight what's being said in case the live chat replay is not available. Hey, Rio, baby, welcome on in. Only Me, thank you so much, baby, for starting off this live with gifting a Dollhouse membership. Welcome to the new doll. Mwah, hugs and kisses to you, baby. And the shimmy and the shake, honey, and the shimmy and a shake. Thank you so much, honey. Let me make sure we go ahead and shake a little booty and burn some calories on an empty stomach with that shimmy and shake. Thank you so much, sugar. All right, so we are early and we're going to get directly into some things. Oh my goodness, not once, but twice, honey. Thank you. And look what I got for you, honey. Look what I got back. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, baby, I thought I had the poll back. I don't have it back. Oh, baby, my bad. I thought I found it. I'm sorry, sugar. Baby, you was about to have me run around that pole early this morning, but baby, I don't know why I thought I found that and uploaded it back to StreamYard, but thank you so much. And welcome to the second doll baby that was gifted. Welcome, Tam. And hey, Miss Lorraine, welcome on in. I don't know who else was gifted, but come on out here and say thank you to Only Me 23. Oh, thank you. Honey, I got me a little cash app. Y'all starting off early, ain't it? Thank you so much for your cash app, sugar. I don't announce names unless you want to announce yourself in the chat. And honey, I will make sure I go ahead and get me, I think it says for a morning cupcake. Is that what that says? You will say you said a morning coffee. Something told me to go on and get me a morning cupcake. That's what it said to me. So thank you so much for your Cash App, sister. Yes. Thank you, Chi-Town CPA 5-star. Hello, welcome on in. And let me get that shimmy and shake, honey, for the Cash App. Honey, I'm making me work hard this morning, shaking this tail on an empty stomach. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Now we want to get directly into it while my home is quiet. All right, before the people start coming downstairs, meaning Randolph. All right, so let's get directly into some old things, right? We're going to go over there to Nesto's house. And this is just my mood with all of this and everything going on. All right. Right here. This is my facial expression moving forward. Sonya was on infamous Sylvia's channel last night. It was over a 2-hour plus live. As I tossed and turned and checked in, I tried to listen to it with the volume all the way down because I was in that bed with Randolph. And I was watching the chat, and from what I could understand, Sonya was talking over the host, meaning she was speaking over Sylvia, which that is not anything new. She's always done that. And I don't know if Sylvia read the charges or not verbatim. I did see that she played a hearing from back before. From what I could see, some people in the live chat was saying Sylvia was asking good questions, but like I said, I had the volume turned all the way down. I cannot stomach Sonya's voice all like that. I will not be going to go watch that live. I will try, but I can definitely bet. I could definitely bet my last dollar that I won't be listening to that live. Not 2 hours. I would rather go vacuum the beach. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. No, I am not. All right. So let me go ahead and, oh, thank you. I will enjoy my cupcake. Thank you, sugar. Yes, we are live, AKPOVs. Okay, so everybody speak to everybody in the chat for me. Tell them that I said hello. I'll be toggling back and forth through screens. So first of all, let's go to TikTok to get back into, because if you don't know, I'm going to start off with an older video of mine. So I'm going to put that up on the screen first. And let's go over there to Nesto's house really quick. All right, not really quick. This is where we're going to park at. So let me change my background. Is it going to let me do it? Why is my background not changing? Oh, okay, here we go. So we're going to go over there to an old video that I did a long time ago. And we're going to start there because I never really wanted to talk about those CP charges and what he did to that young lady, according to what she has, according to her report and her side of the story, because like you all like to say, he's innocent until proven guilty. But you know how we do around here and what my opinion is. Oh, he's guilty. He did it. Lock him up. But that's not right. He has to have his fair trial and all of the things. So there's that. Now, let me get this video up. Okay. And we're going to start with an old video that I did on my channel, where we get into the different behavior and this character of Nesto. Because what I find odd is when it comes to these images or when it comes to these RICO charges, they try to act like this is an innocent man, meaning that he is not flawed and that everything he did is in his past. When meanwhile, it's very much more than that. All right. So let me start here. and get that up on the screen. And then, we'll go from here. Now, I ain't trying to be before y'all too long. So let me go ahead and widescreen and hit play. Your typical cheating, okay? What did Kanye say? How are you going to stay faithful in a room full of hoes? Okay, this is not that type of cheating, right? This is not your typical type of cheating. We are talking about a man who went to work to scam, slither, sneak, and steal from your pocketbook, baby. Oh, yes. Okay, so please keep that in mind. But make no mistake, we are also talking about a man who took advantage of women, right? So he can get into that pocketbook. But we also have different personalities that come with Brother Williams, okay? So let's not forget about the other list of charges. I just don't like to really talk about that part that much because there are people healing from their own trauma and dealing with their own pain that they need to, you get what I'm saying? So I don't want to necessarily bring that up right now, but I did want to remind you, he's just more than what we're, getting into via these text messages. He's a low down dirty dog. Yes, we know that. That's clear. But he is also, you get what I mean? We're not going to use the word, but let's just allegedly, because everybody is innocent until proven guilty, baby. But he's a monster. But let's get into it. So Nesto says okay to the information that Sonya is giving him from the new lawyer. Nesto says, good evening. And just to let you know right now what I am reacting to in this old video, this is not me live right now. We are looking at, let me do this so that it's obvious that we're listening to a older video of mine. I'm reading text messages. So just wanted to let you know. Well, y'all know, I'm seeing what y'all saying about Sylvia asking, the right questions and trying to help Sonya out, which she never listens anyway. But y'all know I can't say nothing about her tearing up no names and words, okay? So baby, I can't say too much for that. Hey, TB21, welcome on in. AKPOV, TD Will, watching, Brevin Fa. I probably done said that all wrong, child, but how you doing? Seeking the truth. Hey, welcome on in. All right, I got to get back to the screen, honey. Hold on 1 second. I'm just getting over a cold, nothing to worry about. I had a great conference with my new lawyer. I don't want to talk too much because this is a recorded conversation. The reason I asked you for the pictures was to keep me motivated. I need you to send them tonight so that I can receive them tomorrow. Don't crop anything out of the pictures. Just screenshot them and send them to me as is. I would like the picture of me, my daughter, and my dog sitting in front of the bus. And I didn't told you about that damn dog. You know what, Nesto? I'm tired of playing with your ass.
One of the ones you can put in the goddamn bus and turn the video camera on and put them camera boots on and go to Home Depot and buy a dog chain. She's not built. That's not her memo. That's not her.
For those of you needing me to translate that for you, what Dre said was, she's not one of those ones you can put on the bus and turn the video camera on and put them whatever type of boots that Nesto likes. I did not understand what Dre said. If you know what kind of boot Dre mentioned, please say it in the comments because I could not understand him to save my life. And go to Home Depot and buy a dog chain. She is not one of those ones you can put on your bus, turn the video camera on, and put on those thigh-high boots and go to Home Depot and get a dog chain. Now, that's what he said. I didn't say it. That's what he said to his friend when he was talking to us on the telephone. Okay? You get what I'm saying? This man does not need to mention anything about any animals because, did y'all know, word on the street, they said this, y'all. Listen, Nesto is not allowed to be around butterflies. He's not allowed to be around frogs, turtles, if you have a petting zoo at your child's party and he's the grandpappy, the granddaddy, you will have to uninvite him. He is not allowed to pet the ducks nor the goats. He's not allowed around dogs or cats. Okay? And we're all talking about the pictures, but this man just sat here and said something about his buddy putting somebody on the bus, turning the camera on with a special pair of boots, going down to the Home Depot to get a dog collar. I didn't make this up. What's so disturbing, disgusting, and gross is these men are in their 50s and 60s. Okay? Now, I get it. Kink and fetish. I'm not trying to fetish or kink shame anybody, baby. If you like your neck to be locked down with a piece of leather, spikes, and some chains that cascade down, baby, hey, do you. But we're speaking about Nesto, okay? And this video camera makes me wonder. You said you innocent. I hope you... I hope the tapes aren't part of your discovery, sir. I also hope that Dre said that on some, he was being funny and not realistic, right? Because come on, but based off of, don't make me get the receipts. Based off of what was found up and through that book bag, baby, the mask with the zippers, baby, the mask with the zipper. Okay, girl. But baby, since I kind of went off on a little bit of a rant and ramble, let me start that text message over. Good evening. I'm just getting over a cold. Nothing to worry about. I had a great conference with my new lawyer. I don't want to talk too much because this is a recorded conversation. The reason I asked you for the pictures was to keep me motivated. I need you to send them tonight so I can receive them tomorrow. Don't crop anything out of the pictures. Just screenshot them and send them to me as is. I would like the picture of me, my daughter, and my dog sitting in front of my bus. Send me all my business pictures as well. Send me all celebrity business connection pictures, starting with Kevin Hart. I'm trying. Okay, go ahead, read it. Don't you laugh. The 2 pictures with Steve Harvey, my wedding pictures with Steve Harvey. Also, I came up with an idea and I need to use every connection to see if I can put a youth center together for underprivileged children who don't have a father in their life or a structural man figure. What? Let me just read this. Excuse me? You want to do what? There are some abandoned schools and hotels in Atlanta that I know the government will fund. That would take a lot of stress off of the city from
this last case that came about involves, if my understanding is correct, and I don't know because I haven't received discovery on it since it hasn't been indicted, a single photograph that was found on a computer that the prosecution, well, not even the prosecution at this point, I guess it's still the police because it's not indicted or accused, claim was my client's and that he was in possession of either the computer or the photograph that's on there. My client has never been accused of anything involving nudity or anything else with children. That you sign, Judge, you tell him he can't be with his wife. I'm going to ask that you... Is that Melody Scretchen?
That's the girl.
No, it's the other lady, the SS lady. Oh, Strawberry.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. So I was talking on mute. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. If you are catching the replay, honey, pardon me, baby. Sometimes we're a little unorganized around here. Charge it. Oh, you know, baby, you know what I mean? Okay. My bad. What I was saying when I left that video that we were listening to from, you know, some past content that I did is I don't know. I don't remember. However, we have now moved on to a TikTok video that I found. I was trying to look for the Zoom video with the hearing, but I like this one right here with Krell saying it was, you know, it was just one picture. Krell didn't know what the hell was going on. He didn't know a damn thing. This was a paid lawyer at that, but any damn who. Let me start that over now since I had you all on mute. My bad. So sorry. So bear with me one moment.
Wendy Wendell. Y'all see her? Look at her. How you doing?
This last case that came about involves, if my understanding is correct, and I don't know because I haven't received discovery on it since it hasn't been indicted, a single photograph that was found on a computer that the prosecution, well, not even the prosecution at this point, I guess it's still the police because it's not indicted or accused, claim was my client's and that he was in possession of either the computer or the photograph that's on there. My client has never been accused of anything involving nudity or anything else with children. That you sign, Judge, you tell him he can't be with his wife. I'm going to ask that you... Is that Melody Scretchen?
That's the girl.
No, it's the other lady, the SS lady. Oh, Strawberry. Yeah. So if you don't mind, let him be with his wife before we end up having a divorce now. The bond.
Now listen to the prosecutors say how many more charges he has coming, and also a phone call about Steve Harvey allowing this man to stay in his house in Dubai. But the prosecutor called it Abu Dhabi, but it's Dubai.
And we consider this person to be a flight risk. We have jail calls where he's talking about going to see his girlfriend in Florida. Multiple times, actually. We had a call where he was talking with his wife about going to stay in her boss's house. I'm going to leave out all the names here.
Steve!
Listed as well. About her boss's house. Which, of course, you know, quite far away from here, quite far removed from any court's jurisdiction here. And just the general scheme.
Good evening.
Shirley, open up the letter! Girl, we want to read this strawberry letter. Open it up!
Yes, as Mr. Majeski has stated, he's considered dangerous. There are several pending warrants that will be coming out that, based on their content alone, there's a great likelihood that he's someone who commit further felonies. Furthermore, without mentioning the facts of the case in front of us, children were involved. The state is requesting a bond, knowing that he has to have a bond because it's been well over 200 days, a bond of $200,000 per count, giving us a grand total of $800,000 bond for the case involving the exploitation. There are 4 separate counts there. As standard.
Now, the prosecutors also ordered him, or asked the judge, the judge ordered it too at the end. Prosecutors ordered the judge to make sure that he stay away from children and animals. He can't go see Shirley, nor can he go see his whore down there in Florida. He has to wear an ankle monitor, okay? He has to surrender his passport. He got to stay home. He can't go nowhere where he ain't got no business being, you know. Church, school, back home is where you can go. Work, back home. You ain't got no job, but home.
Good morning. It's G Butterfly. I'm coming to you live.
All right. So there's that, right? So, like I said, prior to, a lot of people were confused in the beginning about these animals and the children and the images. Like, we knew about it, but like with this re-indictment, it has really it ruffled my damn feathers. I will let you know that. And I, like I said, I never really wanted to get into those certain things because I know there are people still healing from their own trauma, and it's just not something that I'm comfortable with discussing. But what really pisses me off, right? And I don't even know these people, but what's annoying for me is the fact that Sonya likes to downplay this man's character and his behavior. So I want to go back and shout out to phone calls from prison, because I want to go back to this phone call where she actually read all of his charges. Lord have mercy, I had no idea. Now, you know, I will tear up some names and words, baby, but the one thing I can do is goddamn read. You will not take that away from me. You can call me whatever else you want to call me, but baby, I can read. Yet that I can do. Now, any goddamn who. Baby, when Sonya was reading some of those charges, I feel like Nesto, if I can recall, he had a rebuttal to some of the things. I don't know that person. That ain't what happened. But see, when she got back down to the book and the bag and the things that was inside that book and that bag, I don't think he said anything. And I feel like she was embarrassed when she read that section of those charges. But let's get into it. I don't need to be, you know, I don't need to talk too much now. Let me go and just get it for you. So this is a blast from the past when Nesto and Sonya are on a phone call on the July the 20th, 2023, and she's reading his charges. I didn't know the baby had trouble. You know what I mean? I don't know if she was nervous or what was going on, Jesus. But let's get into it.
Huh?
I'm listening.
Hold on. What you say?
I'm listening.
Hold on.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm tired. The thing is, it's so hard to read it because it's so tiny.
Oh.
And I don't, it's really tiny. So hold on. This is for 6/29/21. It's the date. And this is step by deception. This is June of 21. And this is Galen Bickham wired $70,000 from her BD account to Wildcat RV. And then she did another $20,000 to the same place. But what she's saying is the vehicle was titled in your company name instead of her name. So they're saying you took her money and bought a vehicle and put it in your name. On July 7th, 22, Earnest William I arrested on an outstanding warrant of death by deception. William had been renting a home at 980 Pine Grove and not having paid the rent. So the landlord filed a report stating that Williams owed an excess of $26,000.
No, I don't know them. I don't even know them people.
All right. She said this also and left that.
Now, as she's reading, you heard him say, no, I don't even know them people. Here's the thing. I don't want to fast forward, but I just want to make it loud and clear. He is speaking up for himself as she reads these charges. Okay? I just want you to know that.
Girl, use your name.
Yeah, but I don't even know them people.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Crow stated that he believed that there were illicit activity happening in the home because he said he went in there and y'all had the keys for 3 months and it didn't look lived in, but it was some things that was in there that looked kind of suspicious. And they said, okay, so there were multiple vehicles sitting in the driveway, including a Bentley,
Okay.
two Harley Davidson motorcycles, an ambulance. He conducted a walk through the home, heard the rental agreement, and said it was hardly any furniture in the house, and it looked like no one was living there, but the tenant had been there for 3 months. That sounds stupid, because you could live, Tanya had a house for 10 years and didn't have no fucking furniture in it.
Well, first of all, let me clear it up. I just kept that over there because she allowed me to keep it over there at that time. Yeah,
You just purchased it in the driveway, but somehow.
Because her husband had did the work on the floors for me. That's who did the work on the floors and inside the vehicle. So we did it there. That's how we ended up over there.
So Nesto, when she read that particular charge, said, "Let me clear that up." So remember, he don't know them folks, and now he's clearing up why he had those vehicles parked there. Okay, I just want to make sure you knew that for the people in the back as well.
Entangled mess.
Huh?
No, it's an entangled mess. So he conducted a search warrant on his vehicle, registered to his wife, Mrs. Dooley, and while conducting, there were 3 multiple items seized. The chip pack computer, what the fuck that is, iPhone, and a black bag with various documents. Other items were 2 black dildos.
All right, so now we're in the messy part of the live where I'm going to actually bump that back. So now we're about to get into the book and the bag and what was inside the book and the bag, which is very important for the fruit of the poisonous tree and the main reason why they wanted all of this shit to be suppressed. Now, here's the thing. You done spoke up for those vehicles in the driveway. You done said you don't know them people that they said that y'all ran out on the plug twice on, meaning y'all didn't pay that rent. But when she get into what's in this bag, I don't recall him clearing anything up. So let me go back to that right now, because I don't want us to miss that. We are on the 352. Let me bump it on back to 345.
iPhone, and a black bag with various documents. Other items were 2 black dildos, a black mask with zips, and liquid Viagra. Through further investigation of the documents, it was found that the Bentley was in repossession as Williams stopped paying a car note. Other documents which prompt us to obtain search warrants for 980 Pine Grove as well as 990 Pine Grove, where the co-defendant of the case, Erica King, was living. So you're saying it's two units. It's 990 and 980. So I found that Williams had a active arrest warrant in Henry County related to larceny, theft by conversion, where a check was written for a trailer for $9,385. The check was an NSF, and I found that Williams had an active warrant in Santa Clara, California, for within state extradition only. As investigation further, Williams charged with theft of service and deposit of accounts fraud, 7 counts of conspiracy to commit a felony. That was that stuff.
All right, you get the point. I'm not gonna listen to all that goddamn whatever the hell she got going on while she trying to read this shit here. So you clarified everything else. Let me clear that up for you. But when she said you had that mask, that liquid Viagra, and 2, not 1, but 2 deals and does, you didn't want to clarify it. You didn't want to say, oh, that shit ain't mine. That was your time to say, that's not my bag. That ain't my shit. I ain't into that type of shit. Because here's the thing. You're a married man. And I know married men can be some funky, low down, dirty dick dogs. But ma'am, sir, you were running around the city on your you had these on your person. Is that what they say down to the courthouse? They had this on their you had this on your person, not one, but two deals. And what the fuck did you need two? Now see, it's too early for this cussing. What did you need two of them for? Plus a zippered mask, plus liquid Viagra. What was you really on? And see, this is but y'all don't think, Sonya, that he's not into grooming? You don't think he's not a pervert? You don't think it's far-fetched? You think it's far-fetched that the images in that same computer that was found in the truck, you don't think those belong to him, or it's not a possibility that he's not into some strange things for your change? Because you know he ain't shelling out a damn dime. Huh? So that's just far-fetched, right? A man his age, gray, a granddaddy, running around the Atlanta in a Tussie wagon with two black dildos, a leather zippered mask, and liquid Viagra, and you telling me this is not a pervert? I'm sorry, excuse me. Who am I? Who am I? Now, let me be fair, because I know that's what some people want you to do around here. You can very much be a pervert, okay? And you can very much be someone nasty, low down, and dirty in the britches, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that you are abusing or taking advantage of women, or that doesn't mean that you are into, that you have CP in your possession and so on and so forth. But when you put the shit all out on the table, I'm sorry. Call me what you want. It's just giving. When you listen to what his boy had to say about him, like I said, I don't know if he was just, doing wordplay or not. If you ask me, which no one asked me, it's just pretty much given.
Oh, he's guilty. He did it. Lock him up.
And it doesn't help that on the re-indictment, which this charge has always been part of what the victim of the young lady, what she said when she said that he used something on her when she was under the age of 18, such as a foreign object. Now, when we say a foreign object, I can only assume they mean a toy, or would a foreign object be listed as other things? I don't know. We won't find that out, I guess, until we go down there to the courthouse. Okay. So there's that. We're also going to get into how you always beg and ask Sonya for picture after picture after picture after picture after picture, and you want those pictures to look certain ways. Most men down in the jailhouse are horny, and they're tired of they don't want to be around a bunch of men's. So they're going to be thankful for any type of picture that they get from a female. But you want a specific picture. You want her to be posing a certain way. You want her to send me that one when you had on that white shirt in the blue jean blazer. Send me the one when you had the pixie cut, when you were standing next to the ice cream truck and there was a line full of children. Now, maybe I done made that shit up and I exaggerated some, but you were very specific about how you wanted your women to look, how you wanted the pictures to come through, and how you wanted her to be. And you want us to feel like it's far-fetched that your weird ass didn't have pictures in your possession of children and animals. I beg your finest goddamn pardon. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Now, I have this comment on the screen because it says here from Nesto's Handy Girl, the only time Sonya was embarrassed by his charges was when she realized he was hoeing around the Atlanta while dodging her calls, and she is sick in the head. And this comment, I seen this right on time because in this particular phone call, let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen for 1 second so I can get to that timestamp. She lets him know that he was doing a little too much to be a married man. Isn't that something? So bear with me to find that real quick, okay? In the meantime, while I'm looking for that, let me play something here. What we got? Let's see what we got here. Let me give him, he's gonna give y'all some motivation here.
To get ready to wash my hands here, get myself prepared for this new year. So I was washing my hands with the ones who sitting around here playing last year. Didn't know how to get to the money. The ally didn't know how to get to the money. So I'm gonna wash my hands so I can wash them away from me so I can move forward. So I can show them how to really get this money this year. I'm gonna show them how to get it. But see, here's the thing, a lot of people don't have confidence in themselves. I got confidence in myself. I'm gonna believe in myself, I believe in God. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. See, the ones who sit around here and talk about one thing for sure, oh, this is what I got bills to pay. And you got bills to pay, but you gotta understand how to get to the money so you can pay your bills. So guess what? If you're like me, you understand? Wash your hands. Wash your old people away from you. Because guess what? You keep them around, they're gonna stay what? Stagnated. And you're gonna stay stagnated too.
Okay, well, I didn't find it on time, but give me a moment. I think I screenshot. Did I screenshot this in my phone when I was trying to, because I was trying to find the phone call where he gets into telling Shirley, I meant when he lets us know that Shirley paid for that laptop down at the pawn shop. Baby, it was taking me a long time. I couldn't find that damn phone call. I found, now they do mention the pawn shop in this phone call that we were just listening to, but I was looking for that specific one. And God damn it, I thought I screenshot that. I didn't. Well, I'll be goddamn. Hold on a minute, y'all. I done got pissed off here. How have we ever noticed how small Nesto's hands are? And he has those spirit fingers. He's always playing with his hands too. Like he got a little nervous condition. Something ain't right with him. Bless his heart. I guess. Damn it. I gotta look in both phones. I'm sorry. So no, we don't have that. So let me go on ahead. And we're gonna have to try to, let me go to the transcript. That's what I'm gonna have to go to the transcript, y'all. So bear with me, because I definitely want to talk about her salty that, I don't what made her think she was the only friend that he had on the side. I mean, that is absolutely insane to think that you were the only one, girl. Let me share my screen here. Oh, you guys can see it? Oh no, you can't see a damn thing. All right. So, oh shit. Let's see here.
With her with the court case saying that you and her showed up in court, and she said she was April, and you sat there, I guess, and didn't say nothing when she was in court saying she was April. She said she knew you for 20 years and that she worked for you.
You read that. Okay.
I did. Okay.
I'm glad you read all that. So you see, I ain't lying to you.
All right.
And then he said he saw it. They arrested me in my truck. The truck was not sitting there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he saw a truck parked there and he got stuff out of there. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you just said, correct?
No, I began my investigation to conduct a search warrant subsequent to his arrest on his vehicle registered to his wife. So he said after he arrested you, he got a search warrant for your vehicle.
Okay, when was that search warrant? Because search warrant they just wrote that shit up. They should have been had that.
Did they go in your vehicle in front of you?
No, they did not.
Okay.
Yeah, I never see them go in it.
Okay, they impounded.
Listen, they can't. When they
wait on the body cam footage, and y'all might have to refresh my memory. Did they go through his stuff on that body cam footage while he was standing there? I can't remember right now. Somebody would have to let me know in the chat. Hopefully I'll catch the answer, because I am trying to search for his actual. No, okay, they didn't. Thank you, Kazan, honey. Thank you for letting me know. All right, let me go back to the call. Thank you.
locked me up.
The truck was where?
The truck was at a paint store.
Okay.
Yeah, they locked me up, threw me on the ground, handcuffed me, took me to the police department, and they said,
No, wait a damn minute. Did they throw him on the ground? Do y'all recall Nesto being on the ground on that body cam footage? I don't remember that either. They locked me up, throwed me on the ground. I mean, that's a like little small shit like that is problematic. That's problematic. But you know, white lies, I guess. If you're gonna tell a petty lie, why wouldn't you tell a big lie? But that man said they threw him down to the ground. She made detective off me. Was it Natalie that threw you to the ground, Nesto? What happened? Did you get any boo-boos? Goddamn fool if I ain't ever met one. All right, let this play while I continue to look for the part where Sonya gets salty.
"We're going to go get your truck." I said, "All right. I ain't thinking that. Okay, go get it. If you're going to go get it." So they went and got it, bring it back. "Oh, we're going to sit here, this and that, this and that." I said, "Okay." And they said, I said, "I need to get my wife and I need to get my lawyer telephone number out the phone." If you read that on that warrant.
I read it says that you said that Erica was the attorney.
There you go. There you go.
Right. Because for some reason she had you thinking she was an attorney.
There you
when
go.
She wasn't.
Right. Okay. So
Exactly.
In my opinion, that's another admission to guilt, because Erica thought that you thought that was your attorney. If y'all don't please get up out of our face with this bullshit. Y'all did so much on this goddamn phone. It's just, I have secondhand embarrassment for him. You just did a little too much. And here's the thing. Y'all like to blame YouTube for the calls being reviewed and people reacting to this situation. You want to blame YouTube when before this shit was on YouTube via the phone calls from prison, y'all already had a head start to know that the people were listening to his calls that were prosecuting him when they knew that he was allegedly running to the Steve Harvey's house out of the country. So you already had a head start before the actual calls were being reacted to on YouTube, that the people were listening to your calls. But y'all carried on and was acting a fool and showing your whole entire ass on these calls, knowing that they were recorded. But you got to have somebody to blame, I guess. Child, whatever. Remember that court hearing, that Zoom hearing, when they mentioned him running up, was going to run to his his wife's boss house and running down to the girl in the Flow Rider, the girlfriend in the Flow Rider. You had a head start to control what was coming out of your mouth. This was way before it was on YouTube with the recorded calls. Okay, from the FOIA, way before that. All right. So to blame YouTube for this bullshit is crazy. And it's an insult at the end of the day. You two were stupid. Dre was stupid. Dion was stupid. Everybody was stupid who continued to say a little too much on these recorded lines. Lamont, stupid. Y'all put your own foot in your mouth, shit. All right, now let me go on back to what we were doing.
I ain't doing a line now. I'm keeping it 1,000.
Right, because you honestly thought that girl was an attorney when she tricked you, and she was never an attorney. She was a criminal. But she told you, you can know somebody for 20 years, but barely see them. Like, I could have met you 20 years ago and saw you twice, 4 times, and say, I've known him for 20 years. That doesn't mean I saw you every day.
So you were talking to him for 2 years, and he knew Erica for 20 years. So Erica ain't about shit when it comes to what she's saying about Nesto, and she knew him for 20 years. But it's okay for you to say, because you want to ride and be captain, save a dirty, dusty dick nigga. Oops, excuse me. Pardon me. Lord, it's too early. Come on now. Somebody control my mouth here. Sorry. Pardon me. So it's okay for Erica to know him for 20 plus years. And it's okay for you to know him for 2+ years, and you know that he's innocent and everybody is lying on him. But when Erica is saying something and she's known him for 20+ years, that means nothing, right? I know you'll contradict yourself every single goddamn time. Which one is it? So you knowing him for just 10 years is going to override Erica, who knew him for 20+ years? I'm a little confused, but like I said, it's none of my business, for real.
Every month in those 20 years. It just means I met him in 1990, and today is 2010, you know? So that's me knowing him for 20 years, not necessarily being involved with him throughout those 20 years. But that's how she made it seem, to state that she known you for 20 years, but she worked for you for 5, is what she tried to say. But
just like you like to say you've known him for 2 years and you know his character and you know that he's an innocent man. Girl, get the hell out of here with this bullshit.
No, that's for court. You got to go to trial with that. And I would go to trial on that and squash what she's trying to say.
All right, so
now she's painting a relationship differently, as if to me, reading it sounding like you would know better. Which that doesn't make sense, because if I got money, any amount, a little money, whatever, if I gotta go to court, I'm not bringing no fake ass person to court. That's a little bold.
Thank you.
Ain't nobody going to court with no fake ass attorney. I don't know nobody that does that in their right mind that would go to court with a fake ass attorney ever. And as many times as you had to go to court,
and they were beating them.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see that. I don't know if you can see that part or not, but I saw.
No, I don't see that she was winning, but still, she told you she was an attorney.
And guess what?
Who won't question?
Even the judge said it, because the judge looked for her barcode and everything.
So she stole somebody's identity.
Jesus.
That bitch is crazy.
But she so looked it up. I was right there, and I heard what I need to hear. She told me this is what she do. I said, okay. But anyway, so let's get back.
Now, your dumbass was right there when she was under the alias of April and any other name that she was using. Like, you are on this phone doing the most. On this phone doing the most. It's not YouTube, it's her. She's the goddamn problem. Allegedly. But anyway.
Back to this right here. Now I got to get back to this here. Okay. 19.
But what you have to explain, don't say it now, but what you have to explain is how is it Erica King when she said her name was April in court?
Right.
So she went in court saying she was April. And you, just like when you had the co-defendant, they said Hewley, and you was like, that ain't right. I don't know no Erica Hewley. Right. And I'm like, it's trick. Hewley is King, and some other names on top of that. So there's another name here. Right. You're too trusting. You can't trust every fucking body, apparently. Hold on. Okay, so what this person is saying, which is Bickham, she's saying that October 13, 2022, at 8 o'clock, detective, hold on, he's already looked up. Okay, so she interviewed him. they interviewed her on October 13th. This was before that article came out, because that came out Halloween. So Bickham advised that sometime around 2009 and 10, in the market crash, she met you. She was in Georgia.
Start right there. What did I tell you? I've been knowing him a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I know.
During that period, she stepped away from him after his continued solicitude for money. Bickham advised that she did loan you.
What she had going on, not my own instinct.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, straight up. But I can't talk about my damn self right now. Whatever. I can't talk about myself. Hello? Yeah?
Right. I mean, yeah, you gotta be careful when you got a record. You can't mess around with nobody that look like they're not on the up level. They got a lot of miscellaneous. But then it's how a person presents themselves. Because her husband may not have known what she was up to, and he right there married to her and could not have known anything about her.
But so Erica's husband didn't know anything about her. But when it comes to Shirley and Nesto, you like to make it seem like Shirley knew what was going on with him. Well, like, which one is it? Huh? Which one is it? I mean, you can't make this shit up. It's all in the phone calls. But that's not what I was here for. I'm trying to stick to the subject and the topic of the re-indictment and the things from the older calls and text messages that support what's going on with this re-indictment. And right now, I'm just letting this call play because I'm looking for the part of the call where Sonya gets salty because he has the he's a busy man. That's what I was looking for. That's the only thing that matters to her is her role and her position. And when she realized that he was very busy, booked and busy, she started to feel salty about that. And then we're going to get the hell out of here. That's what we're going to do because it's early.
What she shows.
But he knows, because I'm going to have to subpoena, he knows my character. He knows my character. So I know that for a fact. And he was a good dude.
And then they need to ask her in court, did he honestly know you weren't an attorney? Did you ever tell him he was an attorney? Because why would he take you to court as an attorney when he could have easily hired an attorney? Because I'm sure it wouldn't have cost much. It was just an appeal on a case.
That's all it was. Thank you.
And it was Shirley's case, not even your case. It was Shirley's case.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But they trying to say because you sat in court and this girl sat there in court and said she was not who she said she was, and you didn't say anything that you were part of the game.
There you go.
When all it could have been was she told me that was her legal, that was a name that she used when she was if she could have told you any kind of story that anybody could have believed, She told me that's the name she practiced on the law. I never thought too much in it. It is odd looking back that her name is Erica and April, whatever. Like, I don't know. But some people are nosy and they get involved. Some people just listen and run with it. Like, okay, that's what she told me. That's what she told me. So this one is finance, later identified as Elijah Alexander, who was his assistant but called his daughter. Williams stated that Dominique, she could meet on the coach about the work Dominique would be doing for her regarding social media. When Scott was on the coast, Dominique, her son, was sitting with Williams in the F1 and F350. Stratton stated that Dominique was supposed to work on her content for Instagram to help gain followers. As of a current date, Dominique was never provided the service, and she was supposed to, after the meeting, Stratton left with her son and went to a pizza on the corner. After, when she was getting ready to leave, her car wouldn't start. She reached out to Williams. After a few attempts to start it, Williams stated to her that she needed to get a new car and to get one from under her and to get that one from under her. He came to speak to her about a bank account and debt, and now he could get her under her debt and level up. She disclosed to Williams all the debt that she had. Okay, on October 6th, she said she met with you on a motor coach. Just asked, he was dating. Sound like a personal relationship. That's what this is. This really sounds civil.
Okay, come on.
This doesn't sound criminal, because if I'm dating you and I'm kicking it with you and you're giving me money, it's personal. It's not business. Even though the immediate meeting was business, 2 months later it turned personal. So now we're kicking it in a sense. Because I'm coming over saying we're fucking whatever. Okay, so it had no vehicle, no plans, with no work opportunities in the company, and she was promised. Scranton, she didn't tell Williams that they need to chat. She initiated a $1,000 request through Zelle to try to start getting some of her money back. Williams said that he cannot process it as Dominique has control over his account. January 20th, she, in a conversation, stated to Williams that she was going to trade her niece to the police report on that same day. Her car.
So I am jumping around on this call, you guys, because like I said, I'm trying to stick to the actual re-indictment and those 10 charges. So if you're confused, wondering why does the audio keep jumping, I'm actually following the actual transcript, because after a certain point in time, when you use the ask button, I believe it cuts off at 60 minutes. So I'm unable to find what I was looking for. So I'm sorry if you're confused, but bear with me.
Let's go back to my head went to her knee. Go ahead. Because I can tell you exactly where I was. I'm keep going now.
June 6th, you started texting her demanding a copy of the police report on that same day. Her car is located in Conyers. The car was being driven by Tracy, who was arrested for, I remember.
You remember that now?
I remember that.
All right.
For the car, because the car was being driven by Tracy,
old girl, fucking grandmama.
All right, so old girl, we already know that is the young lady that is on the charges on the re-indictment. I believe that's charges 1, 2, and 3. Let me look real quick. Give me a second, you guys. So I'm going to actually let this play from this point, because they are going to get into, like I said, for some reason, he feels like, when it comes to her, he's innocent and, all of the things. But bear with me 1 second. Let me just make sure I'm referring to. Oh, hold on. Maintain. Charges 1 through 4 is everything that there is the victim from the re-indictment and the one prior to that, of course, right? She is the young lady that he was grooming. I said what I said. I'm not taking it back. I mean, shit, that's what he was doing. And she was a victim of his.
Yeah. Was identified as the granddaughter who interviewed with, she was in the Dominican Republic and was told about is located in Conyers. The car was being distributed. So June 6th, we started texting her, demanding a copy of the police report on that same day. Her car.
Let's go back to my head went to her knee. Go ahead. Because I can tell you exactly where I was. I'm keep going now.
June 6th, you started texting her, demanding a copy of the police report on that same day. Her car is located in Conyers. The car was being driven by Tracy, who was arrested for, I remember.
You remember that now?
I remember that.
All right.
For the car, because the car was being driven by Tracy,
old girl, fucking grandmama.
Yeah. Was identified as the granddaughter who interviewed with, she was in the Dominican Republic and was told by Williams that he had paid the car off for her and had given it to her. He was driving the vehicle around under the impression that it was paid for. So on June 8th, 22. Now this is after the alleged second. She's trying to say it twice that she was riding around in the car.
Thank you. I'm trying to tell you all this.
I would do Control F, Miss Keys, but unfortunately, my keyboard is malfunctioned and I only have my touchscreen keyboard on my desktop right now. And I hate using it, but I will try to use it while this audio is playing to see if, you know, if something weird pops up on the screen or if we lose the call. I'm sorry about that. But I'm a little, I hate using the touch keypad on my screen. But thank you for the suggestion, love.
It's gonna add. It's gonna all make sense.
So why would you say all that to a person you're terrified of? Like, that don't make sense to me. Why would you go around? And it's been 2 years, 3 years, 2019 to 22. You were in his face. That don't make sense to be around somebody you're completely terrified of, and he did this and he hurt me and he made me have sex with him, and I didn't want to. Okay. Death by deception had been obtained for him, and that was the other one, I guess.
That's it. That's right. That's right. You got it.
And then on June 9th, she received a call from Williams' lawyer, Josh Jones, with Jones LLC, in regards to the stolen car. The number refers to, registered to an Earl Lamont, who is one of Williams' friends, partners, and jail associates from his past incarceration. This number has been dialed in conversations had by Williams from the jail on August 13th, 15th, 16th, 23rd, and 24th. Williams had...
Who in jail?
This is when you was in jail and you was calling.
Calling who?
Lamont.
Okay, what about him?
You was referring to him as Lamont. They're saying the car, the number on the register to an Earl Lamont.
Okay, what car? Oh, the call. Okay, go ahead.
The call.
Okay.
Hold on. Or whatever. Williams has been referring to this individual by Lamont. To date, she has not received her money back. He's in jail now. Williams committed death by deception, obtaining the bail amount of $1,000, bail amount of $1,000, bail amount of $1,000, bail amount of $500, $200, $800, $500,000. Williams did commit financial transaction fraud when he provided Melanie with a credit card on December 1st. So this is all somewhat civil and somewhat not, because it's not criminal at all. Because if you did charges in December in 21, and she's talking to you in June, she done seen the statements in January.
No, I'm just a little bit god-darn confused here. So you just gonna slide that in there real casual, that on the charges that you read, that Josh Jones, who was also pretending to be a lawyer, but the phone number was registered to Earl Lamont's stinking foot ass. You just gonna gloss right over that, skip right past that like you didn't say it. He's not gonna clear that up. But you had so much to say about Erica playing the lawyer. But what about Lamont? We don't hear. Wait a minute. Stop. Pause. But you're gonna act like you didn't see that, huh? You want to pick and choose. I get it. Okay. Whatever.
So there's no way she did not know about this thing. And for her to say it was unauthorized and to keep giving you money after you made an unauthorized, so she say, purchase with her credit card, doesn't make sense. If you took my credit card and used it, I'm not going to turn around and give you some money 3 months later.
First of all, why would I take something from anybody? I don't got to take nothing from nobody. I'm an ex. I don't have to do that. Everything what she got going on don't make no sense.
She's saying that so she don't have to pay for it is what she's trying to turn around and do now, because it blew up in her face and she didn't. And so now that she's now fucking with you and she's probably mad at you, fuck it, if I got to make it a criminal case, if that's what they want me to do, because when she started coming to them, I don't know. But
I already know what it is. I already know they coerce her to do a whole lot of things. And the only reason I helped her with that car is because her son was autism. That's the only reason she had to take him to a fucking special school every fucking day just to take him there. That's the only reason I did that. So if somebody's different, somebody gonna offer you something to drive their shit to. That don't make no sense.
Right, the whole story doesn't even
make no fucking sense.
It's not criminal, that's for sure. It's a relationship. You're giving her stuff, y'all staying, y'all spending time. You're not following through with some of your promises or whatever the case is or whatever. That's what she's claiming. It's that you made false promises, whatever. That happens in relationships. So I mean, it looks like a relationship. Is what it looks like. And she got mad because, she got tired of waiting on your ass, and so she's going to report it forward.
First of all, I'm not gonna set myself up like that. I'm not stupid. I know how motherfuckers come at you. I know that. I had too much to lose to play a petty game. All that shit petty. Everything in there is petty.
So that right there is like, it looks like a lot of your shit is just people you deal with bullshit.
People I try to help. That's what that was. All of that is help. And if you see when it's saying that the grandma got locked up for the car, I want to know about that police report. I want to know, why did you sit here and report something that's stolen that wasn't stolen, that no one stole from you?
It's not considered stolen. What it's called it's called unauthorized use of a vehicle, because I gave the car to somebody that I know. And then when she asked for it back, you didn't give it back to her. That's called unauthorized use of a vehicle, not stolen.
Am I slow? Am I did I just hear that? Am I crazy or am I slow? So it's not called it's called unauthorized use, because when she, you know what? Fuck this shit. I bet I don't play it back. You know what? Let it rock. Let it ride. I have no more questions.
Right. So she gave you the car. You just didn't give it back when she asked for it. No. That's why it's unauthorized use, because now I want my car back, and you didn't bring it to me, so it's unauthorized.
So if I'm asking for my car back, dipshit, doesn't that mean if you don't give it back to me, you know what? I will hang up on y'all.
They're about to piss me off. They're acting slow. Ho, is you cool? Y'all acting real slow right now, and it's pissing me off.
Just want y'all to know how fucking weird y'all are.
Oh, God. These motherfuckers.
Authorized use. It's not.
First of all, it blowed up in her face when she figured out that her daddy gave the money for that shit. It blowed up in her fucking face. She pushed that gun too fucking fast. That's what happened. You can't turn back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't understand why you got an innocent person locked the fuck up. That's what that was. All of that was.
I got to, because I'm just not. There's no way I'm crazy. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm slow. I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm gonna have to let this play one more time without interrupting. So y'all tell me this: if you give your car to someone, right, because they're supposed to sell your car and they give you the money for those sales from that sale, but something going on. You done sold the car, but I ain't got my money yet, and I'm just like, you know what? F it. Just give me my car back. Give me my car back. Enough is enough. Bring me my car back. And if you don't bring me my car back, it's not called stolen. It's called unauthorized. Unauthorized stolen. Hell, that's the same shit to me. If you are not giving me back the shit that I'm asking for, that I own last time I checked. But like I said, sometimes I'm slow. Who am I? But let me go on back and listen to that without interrupting and throwing my computer across the room. I'm sick of them too.
Hell, and if you see when it's saying that the grandma got locked up for the car, I want to know about that police report. I want to know, why did you sit here and report something that's stolen that wasn't stolen, that no one stole from you?
It's not considered stolen. What it's called it's called unauthorized use of a vehicle, because I gave the car to somebody that I know. and then when she asked for it back, you didn't give it back to her. That's called unauthorized use of a vehicle, not stolen.
Right.
So she gave you the car. You just didn't give it back when she asked for it. That's why it's unauthorized use, because now I want my car back, and you didn't bring it to me, so it's unauthorized use. It's not.
Okay, first of all, it blowed up in her face when she figured out that her daddy gave the money for that shit. It blowed up in her fucking face. She pushed that gun too fucking fast. That's what happened. You can't turn back then. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why you got an innocent person locked the fuck up and some shit they don't know nothing about. That lady was locked up for nothing. It makes no sense. And then I know why the other person did what they supposed to be doing, because they done triggered them to say anything. So I figured that out. I figured that out last week when I figured out what's going on. I figured that out because they scared them to say shit like that. Yeah, because that's what. How you tied into all this here? That shit makes no sense to me. To anybody.
It don't make sense that.
Wait, did the sound go out? Did y'all hear me this whole time? Oh my God. I done got so over it here. Is the sound still off? Let me know if y'all can hear me or not. My computer might be tired of me yelling and slamming the mouse. Okay, so did y'all hear when I talked about the unauthorized vehicle in Georgia? Okay, you can hear me. Thank you, babies. Unauthorized use of a vehicle in Georgia is a property crime that covers situations where someone uses another person's car without permission, but without the intent to permanently steal it. It's different from auto theft, which requires intent to keep the vehicle. Using someone's vehicle without their consent, even if it's temporarily, keeping a borrowed vehicle longer than agreed, taking a vehicle for a joyride without permission, or using a work vehicle outside the scope of your job duties, just to name a few. Georgia does not have a single statute literally titled unauthorized use of motor vehicle, but the conduct is typically charged under property related offenses or theft related, which is theft by taking, theft by conversation, criminal trespass, just to name a few. It's a fucking crime. So regardless if it's not stolen versus unauthorized, the shit is still a crime. It's not civil. It's not a boyfriend and girlfriend. Let me get this real quick. And, we're doing one another favors because we're having boom, boom time, when I'm not with my wife. No, it's still a crime at the end of the day. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
That sheet, January 22.
This shit is running goddamn crazy as a motherfucker. All that shit running crazy.
It don't make sense that she's having all these conversations with you, but she said back in December you used her credit card.
Hold up, mine or hers?
Without her permission. Hers.
That makes
They're saying
no
you
sense.
used her credit card on 3 occasions, but she's talking to you after the fact and giving you money. So it's like, how can you sit there? If she got text messages to support what she's saying, like when it happened, like a month later when she got her bill to say, why is my credit card $5,000 instead of $4,000? Oops, here's a $1,000 charge that I didn't do. And then she would call you and be like, why did you charge this? You know what I'm saying? It would be a conversation. But again, if that was the case, why was she still giving you money when she could have put that money you asked for and said, I ain't giving you shit. I'm about to pay this bill that you put on my card. But again, I don't get it. I don't know her. You know what I'm saying?
First of all,
See what happens when you smile in people's face and push up at them at the coffee spot.
what
Keep
else?
your
What else?
keep
What else?
keep smiling at strangers and shit.
One
Okay,
thing
so
about
anyway.
two things for sure. I ain't
So
never lied.
listen, that's a straight. That's not a criminal case. That right there is not a criminal.
It is a criminal case. You fucking lunatic. I gotta, you know what? And I said statue like it was a goddamn figurine on the mantle. Statute, sorry. I said the shit wrong. I just corrected it. Now let's move on. For the love of God. You know what? Let me tell you something. I don't know how she has any friends. Yvette, my wig is off to you, sister girl. I don't know how you did it for so long. There's just no way in Sam hell. She's just terrible.
Hey, I'm talking about
Period.
both on. Listen,
The girl is talking about that's not if she's riding around in your car, still hanging out with you 2 years, 3 years after the fact. Who does that?
And this is why people can't stand Sonya. This is how she's speaking about the victim, right? This is how she's speaking about the victim. Can hear you, but not the video. I'm sorry. Let me see what we can do here. Maybe that's a sign for me to just get the hell on out of here and end this live. But right now she's going to start talking about the victim. All right. Let me know if you can hear the video.
And her father and her grandma kicks it and talks to you. So it's like how they don't even to say, oh, he said he was gonna kill me. Girl, you sound stupid because you out here in the streets kicking it and Dominican Republic, like you out the country. It's plenty of opportunities for you to say something and not worry about somebody coming to kill you. That's just stupid. So you can't even say.
When was that statement? We know what the statement was. What statement? When was that statement made? Okay, because first of all, none of that.
She hasn't made it recently. I mean, because remember in December, there's so much paperwork here.
That makes no sense.
No, it none of it makes. It's all efficient. I would say everything hot.
Let me tell you something, Sonya. When it comes to, and pardon me because this is a trigger warning. When it comes to rape, stupid ass, do you know that you can be married to someone? Your husband can actually rape you. If you say no and he does not have the permission, it is rape if he takes it anyway. There are people who are married, who are still married, where they have pressed charges. And how do I know this? Because, I was over there in the true crime business. And when it comes to that whole Daybell situation and that family tree, without me naming a bunch of names and getting into a rabbit hole, there is a marriage in that family where the husband took something without his wife's permission, and he had to fight that in the court. They are still married and they had children after that. But you have to understand, nothing that you are saying in this phone call has a goddamn thing to do with what she has accused him of. I mean, like, are you kidding me?
Mess that they turn into a criminal case. That's what it is. They turn everything into a criminal case that should not be. The landlord bullshit, that's civil. And unless he produces a lease, again, that's civil. The shit with the lawyer, that's some shit that she did. Ain't no way nobody in their right mind gonna go to court with no fake ass attorney. That's something she tricked and lied.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Do that shit. Not trusting because I guess she felt like maybe, know her, but I really don't know her, but maybe she did go to law school. Who's fair? I'm not going to, I'm not going to question her. If she says she's a lawyer, who lies about that? I get that. you know.
So what you think about? I need to call you back one more time, or call you back later.
Call me back later. Or you gonna call me back one more time, and that's gonna be it for today.
I'll call you back later. Okay.
So just for an example, for the people in the back, especially if you sit in the back row with Sonya, when we get into the grape of it all, there is something called marital rape. And I'm only bringing this up and comparing the two because she likes to bring up the fact that, well, if she's saying you did A, B, C, D, and E to her, why was she still around? You didn't even live with her. So she had plenty of chance and opportunity to get away. Rape is rape. Period. The end. It doesn't matter who was there after, before, during. None of that matters. If she said no, it is a crime. In every state of the including Georgia, where he resides, it's a crime. Period. The end. Consent must be freely given every time, regardless of the relationship status. Okay? That's it, and that's all. We got one more call. No, two more calls on this particular drop from phone calls from prison from July the 20th.
I ain't working. I ain't got no job.
I understand. I understand. I appreciate this right here.
Yeah, it's still. God damn, what is this?
So when I go to court Monday, I got to figure out how this judge gonna listen to this bullshit.
Well, what she needs to do is she needs to file a motion, and with all this gathered up into one motion stating it was a personal relationship that went awry.
I'm talking about the
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
What's wrong with your phone?
I kept slapping zero and slapping it, and it just could not take. I texted you to tell you, to call me back. It wasn't working. I always get called back like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, the pad it's cut off at 10 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I texted you to say call me because it's not acting right, but I was hitting 0. As long as I answer, it's going to go. Just keep calling me back because, I have put money on there today anyway, but it just keep calling until but you can hear me pick up though, right?
No, I can't hear none of that.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes I can hear it. I can hear after you put money on the book and then like you're trying to start over. I can hear you talking in the background. About 2 seconds, then it'll hang up. But you're not used to it now. That's really like beginners. But
I just know you about to get lippy with me. Don't get lippy with me. Go ahead.
Don't keep looking at you.
No, don't get lippy, mouthy.
No. Have I ever did it to you? Have I ever got smart, jazzy out the mouth? Have I ever did
No, but you don't put down on me before, but go ahead. I mean, in a polite way. You've done it before. You've done it twice, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, if I do that, that means I'm telling the truth. I'm really
I'm
telling the truth. See?
Go ahead, telling the truth.
Well, one thing I'm going to say is 2 things for sure. I got your little slick comment. I got that.
What that?
I got that 7-7.
It's just, no, I tell you one.
2 times. You stupid.
You was with me May 2nd. May 2nd.
Okay. I know that for a fact. I know that.
Yeah. May 2nd.
I know that for a fact. Okay.
May 2nd.
Okay.
I saw you once when I was there for 2 weeks. Right.
Okay.
I was there May 1st through the 14th, I think, and then I left. And I saw you maybe twice. But I know I saw you once.
That means I'm telling the truth. I'm really telling the truth. See?
Go ahead, telling the truth.
Well, one thing I'm going to say is 2 things for sure. I got your little slick comment. I got that.
What that?
I got that 7-7.
It's just surreal. Like I was like, I sit there and I would read or hear something, but it'll marinate in an hour or 2 or a day or 2. It'll resonate in my head, and I'll really think about shit, analyze it, and then I'll come back to it.
I'm the same way.
So I was thinking, right, and so I'm reading, and at that time, we weren't on nothing but friendship. So it was, pressure on that. It's just to see what you were doing right before you got in there. You was juggling 4 situations, and I'm like, there is no way that man married juggling 4 situations
Thank you
is ever
very
going to
much. Thank you.
is ever going to. You missing my point. Before I about to
No,
say
I
thank
got
you.
your point. You said
My point is that you would
thank
ever
you,
be
Daddy.
faithful. That's what I was saying. Right? Ain't no way your ass would ever be faithful. It's not in you. It's just not in you. You're doing too much with a wife. And I mean, and that's fine if that's your. I mean, I just want you to be real about it.
Wait a minute. First of all,
now see, it wasn't going Nesto's way. He thought Sonya was about to go and hit that home run and say, there's no way you were married, juggling 4 relationships. How would you have the time and the place nor the space to juggle all of these people? He wanted her so bad to really, on this recorded call, make it seem like he was a stand-up gentleman. But she said, put me in the game, coach. Because how was you doing all this with the wife? You just were never faithful. He didn't like that. He like, wait, hold up. Now hold on. Wait a damn minute. You didn't like that, huh, sir?
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you? You done fucked up now, you know that, don't you?
Bitch, you on here reading scripture, where the fuck that money at, bitch? Where is the money in the shoulder? And then, hold on, let's show you not even her motherfucking name.
First of all, you calculating some wrong shit. Okay. Second of all, okay, let me get the second. I'm gonna get the first one out of the way. I had to call you every fucking day. One of them days I was with your ass. Okay, I know that for a fact. I know that.
Yeah. May 2nd.
I know that for a fact. Okay.
May 2nd.
Okay.
I saw you once when I was there for 2 weeks. Right.
Okay.
I was there May 1st through the 14th, I think, and then I left. And I saw you maybe twice. But I know I saw you once.
I'm talking about one of them days said them folks said I supposed to been over there with them. And I know that was a lie. Because I was with your ass. So I'm not stupid.
Oh, you was with me May 2nd. May 2nd. And I don't know if I saw you once or twice. I know I saw you once.
You saw me 2 times. You saw me 2 times.
I saw you I know I saw you twice in April. I saw you once in June. And I think I saw you twice in May.
You did.
I think.
I know. I ain't no thing.
I didn't see you. And then I know the whole year other than right after the hospital, 2021, I did not see you, which was fine because I purposely avoided you in 21.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, all that to me, that's small stuff. I'm not even. She told on herself. I mean, I just listened though.
Listen, looking at your cases are bullshit. They're all a fucking read. They're like, I'm surprised through the 14th, I think, and then I left. And I saw you maybe twice. But I know I saw you once.
I'm talking about one of them days said them folks said I supposed to been over there with them. And I know that was a lie. Because I was with your ass. So I'm not stupid.
Oh, you was with me May 2nd. May 2nd. And I don't know if I saw you once or twice. I know I saw you once.
You saw me 2 times. You saw me 2
times. I know I saw you twice in April. I saw you once in June. And I think I saw you twice in May.
You did.
I think.
I know. I ain't no thing.
I didn't see you. And then I know the whole year of.
So now he trying to get an alibi. So since when you dropping off dick and balls, pardon me, it's a happy Saturday, and I'm gonna say it like this: when you dropping off the Dave and Buster's, the D's and the B's, baby, there's 24 hours in a day, especially when you don't go home at night. So it doesn't matter if you were with her on the 2nd, the 4th, the 14th in June, July, or August. You can drop those D's and B's off, and you can spend that time and spread that time throughout that 24-hour day. So it doesn't even matter if he did see Sonya on May the 24th, May the 2nd, April the 15th, or April 1st, because these are a bunch of damn fools on this phone line that's being recorded. It does not matter. You can spread your royal oats. You can spread those royal oats wherever you want to spread them at in a 24-hour period, sir. It doesn't matter. That doesn't give you an alibi, and that doesn't mean that somebody is lying. And then you're going to argue with her about when she seen you or when you spent time with her. But y'all said that y'all didn't see each other while she was sick in 2021. But if we go searching for another phone call, you did go see her once, according to what y'all said on the call, when she said you stretched her out when she was sick and weighing about 15 pounds. Laying there raw like a bag of chicken wings from the butcher shop. You said you stretched her out and did your business. So it looks like y'all forgetting the date in 2021, ain't it? Or maybe I'm wrong. You just never know with these two. All they do is lie, lust, and cause a bunch of damn confusion. Sick of their asses.
And then right after the hospital, 2021, I did not see you, which was fine because I purposely avoided you in 21.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, all that to me, that's small stuff. I'm not even. She told on herself. I mean, I just listen though. I want.
Hey, listen. Looking at your cases are bullshit. They're all a fucking read. They're like, I'm surprised that the freaking prosecutor went in court and tried to act like your shit was so fucking serious that you was a threat to society. I'm like, what the fuck is this case saying? And all that shit looked like is a bunch of petty ass women in their feelings screaming, wolf.
Thank you.
All that shit looks like. Every last one of them situations except for the dude is somebody you had some type of situation with. And the one girl, you went to jail. She wasn't going to get that money for all those charges. So what she has to do is get a police report in order for them not to charge her, to get that off of her. She has to make a police report. And she went in there and told her little story.
That's exactly
to
what
get
happened.
that shit off her because she didn't want to pay that because 30 days what's going on your credit card. And if you got $1,000 and she's a teacher, she's not out here balling. So she got $1,000 charge on her card. She knew about it the moment her statement came or when she went on her phone and saw what her balance was. So she can't say 4 or 5 months later, oops, I didn't know about the charge. Girl, you knew about that charge. One, they notify you through text. Whenever it's a certain amount, your credit card company will notify you. And when that bill comes, you know it. You know what your shit is looking like. And you didn't say nothing for months.
Okay.
So you know that shit was legit. You just got mad. Like my son's father did me with the credit card and press charges on me for that shit.
Exactly. You think I didn't listen to you?
He did the same shit to me, press charges, and the judge was like, it should have been civil. It should have been just a note to me saying pay the thing back. It shouldn't have never been nothing because I never avoided or never said I wasn't going to pay. I just paid for what was charged for me. And the stuff that I bought for him, I didn't pay for that. I did immediately pay for what I charged for myself because he said don't touch the money.
So let's get paid. I'll pass out. All that shit don't mean nothing to me. I'll be honest with you because I just listened very well what you said. All of that's nothing to me. That's nothing. I'm telling you, I know what's going on. That's nothing to me. When it comes down to my business partner, I know why they did her like that because they were going to find out some kind of financial fraud. There's no financial fraud nowhere. If you really
because they're trying to make good on that $1 million bullshit, and they're not even at. They're only at 100 with her. That's it.
Hold on. I ain't finished. She ain't say not one thing in there said I took anything. I'm gonna tell you why. They said they gave you what do you call it? They gave you a place that is supposed to be transpired from. Look at where that place come from. It's not here, period. We never did no business in Georgia, so I don't want to hear that bullshit. You understand now?
Oh, you talking about that dealership for the RV thing? The money that she's talking about, the RV?
Right.
Where is that RV located at, that place?
That place is in Kentucky.
Yeah, that's not Fulton County.
Thank you.
So why are they trying to put their locks on that?
That's what I'm trying to
Fulton. That's not their jurisdiction. If you bought something in Texas and Kentucky, then that's a Kentucky jurisdiction.
Let me break it down for you. I ain't gonna go too deep in it. You're smart enough to see. When they went in my bag, they saw all my receipts, everything in our document is business, my checking account, everything. It's all right there. So that part, that's where they got that from. And they went from there. They called her down there. She ain't going down there with that. She don't ain't fuck with police like that. If you read the statement again, it would definitely say that. Okay, I come up missing from July. You ain't heard a damn thing from me all the way to October. That's 3 fucking months. Come on now, you'll be fishy too. You did because you found me. Come on now, it don't make no sense. Then if we did business, why you keep? If I'm doing bad business, if you're doing bad business, you don't keep doing the same damn thing over and over and over with the same person. That's stupid. Okay. All right. So let me get another thing clear. And I don't want to talk about the other shit because I know that's non void too. When you read the shit, I didn't know that because I never had that police report, period.
Which one are you talking about?
The child thing. I never had that police report.
Right.
Oh my God. So here we are where I need to be almost 2 goddamn hours later. Back to the related topic of the re-indictment. So now we're going to get into it. And I did hear when he said his business partner, when he's referring to Erica. Child, listen.
So what they omitted to say was the date of the download, which will tell you who did it, the item that it was downloaded on, and that's what your attorney got to figure out. Because if the date back prior to you owning it, that's not your case. And then 2, what are they saying they found it on?
Right.
And then again, 2, then they got to prove that the people that they're saying that's in there are actually kids. They have to prove that those are kids.
Exactly.
Now, if they don't look like they're 8 years old, then, anything that's I'll tell you, my dog that I babysit, when I met the girls, one of the girls was 13 when we moved over there. I thought that little girl was 18 years old. She was big as hell. She wasn't fat. She was built like a fucking woman. I was like, she came over to play, and I was like, how old are you? She was like 13. I was like, there's no fucking way. She was like, maybe 13. I'm like, you are big. She was built like a fucking woman. And she was 13. She had to be 5'7" and shaped like a woman. She was not little at all. She was a full-grown woman at 13.
She was a full-grown woman at 14. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Now, I know what you meant, but still, are you fucking kidding me? Are you okay? See, this is why I can't this is why I had to, let me tell you something. Woo, Jesus. This is why she rubs me the wrong way. This is why she's a problem. That is not a grown woman. That is a 13-year-old little girl who's developed. Are you kidding me? The fuck?
At 13. So you can't even tell she was 13. She had to be 5'7" and shaped like a woman. She was not little at all. She was a full-grown woman at 13. At 13. So you can't even tell with these kids these days how old they are. Just like how I got carded 3 times in my 50s for the lottery. And you got to be 18 to play the lottery. And they thought I was 17, 16 years old.
Yeah, your ass
so
that.
You can't even, so you can't even say that a person is a child unless you ID that person and find out who the fuck that is. It's very, very, very hard to determine age with these kids and with grown-ups.
Well, first of all, and I got that part, but the way they set it up, though, they set it up out there lurking and talking to people on the fucking internet. That's exactly what they put out there. These people thinking that I did.
Well, that's what one of them dumbass bloggers said. He was on Zoom, but that was one of them people bloggers trying to make it seem like something it wasn't.
Right. Okay.
Trying to say, oh, he was on Zoom with children. Where did you get that from? That shit is crazy. That was never reported.
Yeah. Okay. So
that's just them adding. Every story they're gonna add to the next one.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, everything, just like when he came back last year, when your attorney first in December, Roswell was like, we don't have anything. And they didn't have anything, so they went fishing. And they turned everything into a crime. They turned all your personal situations into a crime, which they're not. You're not.
They're not. I know they
ain't. None of that shit. Even the fact with that girl trying to say, there's no way that a grown I get a kid. Kids you can terrify them and scare them. Like if you tell them to your mama, like I get that. Kids they don't know no better. They just scared.
Listen, her dad is a bona fide gangster, man. All that shit, I ain't even worried about none of that. And I already know, he already told me that they what they call it, got some mental issues. The whole family do. So he already
Yeah, all you do is get people that know her to speak on her character. That's all you do with that. And then you look at her text messages around that area of the date that it happened and see what she's talking about. That's all you got to do. And that tell you right there.
And that's probably what's going to have him in the fucking slammer for the rest of his life. Let me tell you something, sugar. Here's the thing. Now, if her daddy, the bona fide gangster, said that she had mental health issues and concerns and she was a liar and there were things going on with her behavior, then why the hell would he even involve himself with that young lady? I'll tell you why, because she would be easy to control, easy to groom, easy to manipulate, easy to train, with whatever words you want to come up with. That is why. He is a creep. He is a predator. He is a pervert. And that is my opinion. And I said what I said.
She's feeling some type of way, scared. I was forced. She would be in some type of mode around that time that it happened. She would not be herself. And then to come back and say it happened 2 years later, and then 2 months, 3 months after, a year after that, you still around him? Like, that don't make sense. If you just kicking it and hanging and it's dating the dude that you, like, that don't, and then you're in a Dominican, and then you still come back around. I'm like, it's like you're places away from where you could tell if it really happened. You went to Dominican and you came back and you still in the face. I don't get that.
No sense.
And you're grown. You're not a kid. You're a grown woman. 19. Listen, they can try to make it seem like she's immature, but Katie is smart as shit, and she's 16. So you can't tell me a 19-year-old left there in the closet with no Instagram is dumb out here.
I'm finna make you laugh.
Do y'all hear this shit? I know we heard it before, but do y'all hear this shit? Are you fucking kidding me? But when it comes to your fraudulent ass, your scamming ass, you like to say, well, when I was in my 20s, I did stupid shit. But a 19-year-old is a grown woman. And how dare you bring your grandbaby, who is smart and 16, into this picture? She's still a fucking child. Okay? She's still a child. This is just absolutely insane. And the fact that you are jealous of this 19-year-old little girl, this 19-year-old young lady who was a minor when he had his hands on her because he's filthy as fuck, is disturbing. And this is why people give you a hard time. Okay? This is why people give you a hard time. This is why people go in on you. This is why people don't give a fuck about what they say and what comes out of their mouth. This is why. This is exactly why. We've known hoes and side chicks and a mistress, and we have known women like that for a very long time. Some of us, or some of you in the chat, may have also partnered. Maybe you did participate in being a mistress or a side chick. That's your business at the end of the day, right? But this is the problem right here. This is the goddamn problem right here. Right here, this is the problem. You are not safe at all for anyone or anybody. You're not safe at all. And then you are, right now, you're taking care of a toddler, that little baby. I tell you. Oh, this is going to be my last Nesto and Sonya live. I got one more pre-recorded video to roll out where I'm just going to read those little bit of text messages that we discussed in yesterday's live out on a pre-recorded video. And I'm done with this bullshit until something else new comes up via a document or something like that. I cannot. She is disgusting to me, and I'm over it. She is absolutely vile. She's just as disgusting as he is, and this is the problem. This is a problem. Yes, as well. Yep. Yeah. Now I don't know about the Sheridan part. The only thing I know about Sheridan on the paperwork has something to do with putting her name on a lease, but there was something going on that the daughter said in a statement that he has done with her as well, that she accused him of. She's not part of these charges though on the first indictment or the re-indictment, but yes, I do recall that talk as well. Hey Kazan, how are you? Do you have a channel as well? Is it Kazan 72? I'm sorry, please excuse my ignorance. But y'all check out Kazan. I think he's saying, come check me out, sister. I'm just getting started. So I believe Kazan has a channel. So y'all check out Kazan. I'm sorry, I'm saying him. Is that, it looks like a him in the profile. So I do apologize if if I'm saying him. The K Factor, Kazan the K Factor. Okay. So Kazan the K Factor, you all check him out. He's in the chat hanging out with us, and he said check him out. He has a channel as well. And do you talk about Ernie and Sonya and Shirley as well? Let the people know in the chat, and I'm going to move on to the rest of the call if I can. I'm going to let you know right now, I'm at the point where my blood is boiling. I'm over it. I'm not going to be able to finish this. Y'all know how I do over here. I will cut this off mid-call and go on about my business.
You know who is my number one witness that saw and talked to the daddy personally with me? I'm gonna let you think about that one. The other person, the other old people that cut me off. You catching on that?
Oh, the wife?
Huh?
The wife?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know who is my number one witness that's
And this dirty ass dog. You know who my number one witness is? The one that talked to the daddy with me. One thing he's going to do is slither Shirley's name in here some type of way on these old calls so that it can look like she was in collaboration with his confusion. That's what he's going to do. Now, I have said the things that I have said in the past about Shirley turning a blind eye and all of the things, but here we go again. He's going to bring her up, and she is his number one witness. That don't have nothing to do, and it does not have anything to do with the price of tea in China and what you did with that young lady. It has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. Nothing at all.
saw and talked to the daddy personally with me. I'm gonna let you think about that one. The other person, the other old people that cut me off. You catching on that?
Oh, the wife?
Huh?
The wife?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, the father would have to come to court. You subpoena all of them as witnesses.
Absolutely.
You bring them all to court. Let's go to court.
Yeah.
Let's look at your phone records. Just go to court, and then we're going to turn around, and then you're going to sue the police station because y'all turned this shit, and y'all went and framed me, put me in this light, held me in jail without bond, and tried to drag all of these situations into something that it wasn't.
Have you done read that? What did you think? What you think that judge is going to say on person on the
The thing is, the judge don't put too much thought in nobody's shit. They listen to the prosecutor argument, and they listen to the.
Not this judge. Not in what I'm hearing.
Well, if you're okay, so if I gotta put something together, put it in the email, because sometimes people don't have common sense. Like I got common sense, so I can look at this and tell what this really is because I got common sense to this shit. Like, all right, that don't make no sense. That don't even make no sense. This isn't criminal. If anything, it boils down to civil because I need to get my money. He won't give it to me. And that's personal because of the relationship. Makes it personal. If it was somebody that you was on the street
I've had enough. Y'all want to listen to this call? You want to go back and review it? I just linked it in the chat. It's right here in the chat for you. If you want to get into that call, I'll actually put it in my YouTube as well. Let me get my notebook up so that I can put it in my YouTube description. I can't. I'm done. This shit is I cannot. Bear with me really quick, you guys. I'm going to find my now, you know what? this whew, Jesus. I can't. I just can't. I'm sorry. I hate, I don't like people playing in my face. And I can't stand. It's like the number one. I hate it. I hate when somebody plays in my face. It's a damn insult. Give me a moment. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So I'll also pin this call in my I will pin it in my YouTube description as well. I'm over it. I just can't. I cannot. I'm glad I got to spend 2 hours for you all. Welcome on into everybody that's in the chat. Hello, how are you? I do apologize. I was not in the chat all like that because I was trying to find a certain point of the call. And there's just was certain things coming out of her mouth that is pretty much related to the re-indictment and the way that she just speaks about. I cannot. Shout out to Only Me 23. Hold on, let me go back to the dollhouse. Let me get out of Nesto's section and get this off of the screen. I know I owe some of y'all this shimmy and this shake. Okay, so let me make sure we do that. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. So shout out to Only Me 23 for gifting 2 memberships to the dollhouse. Sweet Pea, I don't know if you are still in here, baby. Shout out to you for being a member for 5 months. The epitome of ignorance, egg all over her face. Hopefully you did catch me play the egg in her face video. So thank you so much to you as well. Shout out to you for your membership milestone. Okay, and shout out to DMV 703 who has been a member for 10 months. Of course, he don't want to discuss that. 2 idiots. Thank you so much for being a member for 10 months. You're almost at a year, sugar, period. So thank you all so much for your support. Once again, thank you so much for the Cash App as well that was sent to me. I appreciate you. You told me to go get some cupcakes, and I will do that. Now, maybe you said coffee, but I read it as cupcakes is how I seen it. All right, and I'm done with this. This will be it for me until we get some more documents from the courthouse, or unless something else comes up. I will, like I said, drop the video, which is going to probably be less than 10 minutes of the text messages that we discussed in our live yesterday, which I believe were just the dates of January 18th through the middle of January 29th, which wasn't a lot. And some of the messages were actually a glitch in the system that were sending out to Sonya more than once when he was asking her to check into the system. I want to also, maybe there might be 2 more videos, because I want to also call to the Cobb County to ask how, when an inmate in the jailhouse, when they get an indictment or a re-indictment, how are they notified? Because he makes it seem like he doesn't know anything that's going on, and we all know that's a lie. When Nesto gets to asking any updates, any changes, any this, that, and the third, I believe that comes from communication that he's receiving about a charge that's upcoming, something he was indicted on, or so on and so forth. It's not just the lawyer's responsibility to communicate these new charges with him. So I'm not sure why he acts like there's no other type of communication going on down there in the Cobb County Adult Detention Center, unless there's lack of thereof, since they like to say that there's so much going on within the issues within the Georgia system when it comes to justice. So I'm going to definitely call down there and ask just for my own information. And I'll probably record that phone call and do a pre-recorded video on that. Maybe I'll drop that with the text messages. So maybe that video will come out like on a Monday or Tuesday. So I am going to continue on with the Brene and Devin situation. I'm going to go and, stop by to see. I haven't been paying attention to what was going on with Peach McIntyre and her paying off her husband's $30,000 child support arrears that he had with his two baby mothers before he was married to her. I'm going to go get into some other people's business like I have been doing so. Okay. And I'm going to go over back. I'm going to go over there back in a true crime people with the hidden true crime. I'm going to go back in their business as well. And like I said, I will return back to this when something else is updated in the system. And if maybe a court date is going to change or something, because I've had enough. I had enough already. Shout out to Brother Loves Baby Oil, who has been a member for 12 months. You have been a member for a year. Thank you, doll. Thank you for being a member for a year, honey. Let me give you a shimmy and a shake. Yes, honey, we shaking ass on this Saturday morning, the last day of January at 9:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, please hit that like button for me, sugar, and help us get what into somebody's damn algorithm. All right, Diva, I believe they get communications via the internet on the tablet. Yes, there is and I did look it up. They call it give me one moment. And I mean, is it a possibility that are the jails behind on the communication when they update these inmates? I don't know. But I know that it's not just the lawyer who is sending off these communications. Hold on a moment. I don't have time to look it up. Who gives a damn? Just started. I'm so sorry that you guys are getting the snow in Atlanta, honey. Be safe, because I know y'all don't got salt and stuff, do you? Y'all know y'all don't be prepared for that snow to hit the road. Stay in the house. He knows before we know he's lying. By law, they have to notify him whether by letter or logging on to the computer sometime. Right. There's a notification. It's called something, though. There's a notification system in place when they get these new charges or if they're re-indicted on something. It's not just the lawyer. It's not him sitting back awaiting the lawyer to drop down and tell him what's going on. Thank you, Shay B. You have been a member for a year, and you let us know you love it here, doll. I love it here. Well, we love you too, honey. Let me just keep the shimmy and the shake on the loop. Let's just shake this ass until we run out of breath. Okay. He was rearrested for the new indictments. He knew they were about to hit the streets. He always asks about the court dates right before or after new dates are published. That is not a coincidence. Correct. And it's just, I'm over it. He told Dre on the phone several times that every time he goes to court, they send him his documents. He said he reads them every day. Oh my God. But he wants to act like, if he likes it, baby, if he wants to play stupid, let's play stupid with him. Black Swan 84, you have been a member for 15 months, period, and still loving it here. And thank you. I love that You love it here, and I love having you, honey. Yes, indeedy. So yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here, honey, because Nesto, Sonya, they all make my blood boil. Okay, I don't know these people, and like I said, with the details of this re-indictment, like I said, I was familiar with charges 1 through 4, and yes, I knew about the minors and the children with the animals, but to just read the details alone is just disturbing. And no thank you. I just, yikes. I think it's to the point where every time I read those charges, I automatically, like, subconsciously just delete it out of my head. And then when I go and I read them again, it's like I'm reading it like all over again, like it's new for me. Each and every time I have to refer to those charges and documents. So I'm just, baby, I'm just over it. I really am. So we gonna head on out of here, baby, because I am annoyed. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. You all have an amazing Saturday and a great weekend. Let me just make sure that I did acknowledge everybody's membership milestones and whatnot, and we did do that. So you have a great day. Yes, that is a girl internationally. Hey, Tussie Cat. Yes, that is a girl. She just has on a ball cap. The credit is on there. The real Quadisha. Is that how you say that? Did you catch the interview that Sonya did the other day? She's still spewing. It was actually yesterday, and I listened to it with the volume on mute, and I read the live chat as I tossed and turned last night. And I'm not going to watch the actual interview. I've made the decision to just take your words for it. I'm not going to watch it. I'm just not going to do it. I can't. I can't deal with her right now. I seen in the chat, people said that she was over talking. And I see that some of you in the chat that said that Sylvia was actually asking the hard questions, and I guess holding Sonya responsible. I just don't give a damn, and I'm not going to go over there and watch it, okay? This ain't no station wagon. Thank you for enjoying us. We enjoyed you as well. Everybody have the best weekend, what's left of it. And I am out of here. Thank you so much again, and bye.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Unfiltered Doll Reactions.
Alright, Slash.
Oh, what you working for?
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off again. Say now, get away.